guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we're doing something super exciting. We're actually going to recreate my dream house in The Sims. First though, I want to say thank you to Zillow for sponsoring today's video. Some of you might have heard about Zillow before. It's a real estate website with an insane amount of houses and apartments. And they also have an app that you can download for your phone. I'll link to both the website and also the app download at the top of the description box, so I definitely recommend you go check it out. On Zillow, you can either search for real estate listings in a specific area according to zip code, or even just scroll around the map from state to state. I like to do that sometimes and then filter according to the most expensive house possible just to look at mansions and stuff. They offer both very detailed pictures of the listings, but also video tours, floor plans, and also virtual tours. So it's a super cool website for those of you who are maybe looking to buy, but also for those of you who may be lacking a little bit of inspiration for your Sims houses, and that is actually what we're using it for today. So I'm gonna go on the hunt for my dream home, and I'm gonna try to recreate it as best as I can in The Sims. So I'm currently looking at houses in LA, because I know they have a lot of mansions in LA, with all the rich people living in Hollywood, for example, all the rich and famous. I've also filtered it from the highest price to the lowest, which I'm not sure is a good idea to do right now since we're finding my dream home, but it is quite inspiring to sit here and look at mansions. Like, I'll admit that. 3D home. Oh, so we can take the virtual tour. Let's go have a look. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is fascinating. I kind of love this. Oh, you need a little bit of decor in here. I feel like there's some pictures missing on the walls or something. That's just my sim brain already going crazy. I need decor on the walls. I actually prefer plain walls in real life, not gonna lie. Like, I like a few pictures here and there, or like a picture collage, but in The Sims, I go crazy. What else? Second floor. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's have a look at the master bed. Second master bedroom? I thought this was a small house. Excuse me. What? Oh wow. It's been a while since I've seen a bathtub, not gonna lie. When you live in Denmark, you only get to see them when you go on vacation. And vacation is not a thing right now because we can't travel. I feel like this bedroom might be bigger than my kitchen and my living room combined, not gonna lie. See if there's another 3D home. Let's have a look at this one up here. The 2.99 million one. Ooh, that looks nice. I love a good contemporary house. Let's have a look at the tour. This looks so bright. I wouldn't mind having like this kind of view when you're cooking something. That's really nice. Let's have a look at the living room. This is what I mean, like windows. I just love natural light. They've really made sure to make everything like light and open. Even the dining table is made out of glass. Like, this is so nice. So nice. Oh, they even have a piano. Oh, love it. Wait, how can you, I want to see, is there a way to look at the hallway? Because downstairs hallway, why is there glass? I want to know. I need to know why there's glass. I'm very intrigued. Oh, you can see it here. Oh, that is so cool. I might steal this for a build at some point. I feel like that's really cool. We can use the island living glass inserts for that. Closet? Do they have a walk-in closet? My heart just skipped a beat. Oh my gosh, they have a walk-in closet. I am obsessed. I want a walk-in closet. I think I've said this before in a video, but like my life goal is to have a house or an apartment where I can have a walk-in closet. I don't know. I set very low goals for myself. It's fine. I just want a dog or two and a walk-in closet. Do they have another one? You stop it. Is this the same one as before? Oh, it's the same one. Ooh, I almost thought. Oh, with the bathtub right up to the window. I hope the neighbors up there can't actually see down. That would be a little bit creepy. This is so cool though. Really enjoying the 3D tours. I feel like they would probably help a lot with like recreating a house in The Sims. This is insane. This is definitely what you call a contemporary mansion. And then I also found this one which had a beautiful pool. Oh, it even has a video walkthrough. Should we look at it? Hold on. Let's just have a quick look. Bel Air. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow, is that their whole yard? Or how does that work? That is so gorgeous. I have a thing for skylines too, which you'd know from my intro. I just love skylines. Oh my gosh. Okay, the dude over there is a little bit creepy. He reminds me of Slender Man, but this house is beautiful. Oh, that's a very big TV. Wow. Oh, that's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So clean. Actually really cozy at the same time, which is hard to obtain with contemporary houses, I find. Their kitchen is gorgeous. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Ooh, master bedroom with a telescope. Walk-in closet. My gosh, this is like, oh my gosh. I feel like this house is personally, like, for me, it's too big. This wouldn't be my dream house. I feel like I get lost in my own house. And that's just not, no. I have no sense of direction whatsoever, so I cannot live in a mansion. That's just the thing. Like, it doesn't work. The two don't go together. A view over the skyline when it's night as well, so gorgeous. But I think, personally, I want something like this. So it looks like this indoors. It's very bright and light, but with dark accents now and then. So to make sure that I don't lose this house, I'm gonna save it up here when I've logged in. Now I'm gonna save it, and I can also share it with you guys if you want to see it. I might actually share it over on my Discord server. So I'm gonna click right here where it says get shareable link. Now it's linked to my clipboard. I'm gonna head on over to my Discord server, which you can't see right now, but I do have one. It's also linked in the description box. And now they have a link to the beautiful house that I'm gonna rebuild. I think the save option is really cool and very useful. And of course, by using the share button, you can also share the houses with your friends and fellow simmers and share inspiration pictures with each other and stuff, which is really cool as well. But I think this is the house I'm gonna go with. I love it. I love the looks of it. I love the interior, and yeah. Remember to check out Zillow. They are linked at the top of the description box. Both the website and also the app download link will be there. I'll make sure to link to them at the top of the comment section as well. Now let's get started. So, building this house. I don't usually recreate houses, by the way. I just want to point that out. Like, I have on a couple of occasions, but usually I like to come up with my own things, or I like to at least use a reference picture and then add my own touches to it, because I know that a lot of people, or at least a lot of builders, end up using the same reference pictures. So I just like to make the build my own, basically. But today I'm actually trying to get it as close as possible to the original. That said, I did have to make a few changes here and there because not everything actually looks good in The Sims. And also size proportions are completely different. Some furniture will be very big compared to real life furniture, but there's also some furniture that will be very small compared to real life furniture. And also floor plan wise, I was having a few issues, especially actually only on the second floor. I think a lot of the bottom floor turned out to look a lot like the original house, but then on the second floor, I was struggling a little bit because I felt like there was something off about the second bedroom that just didn't fit in. And also I had issues with because we can't do half basements. And it looks like, from what I could see in the pictures, it actually looked like they had a second, or not the second floor, I mean a half basement, because the basement where the gym was, the home gym, they also had like a home cinema, and I think there was also this sort of like entertainment room where they had a bar among things, and it was very light. It was very bright in there, and it had windows, and there was a glass door to the outside, and I'm like, where did that fit in completely? Like, I don't really know. And I can't do that in The Sims. We can't really make half basements. It would be a very big project to do that. Like, I think I've done it once before, sort of made a half basement, but it's not really possible because the terrain won't touch walls at any point. So it won't actually, like, it'll just be hills around a bottom floor, basically, which sounds kind of weird. You can cover it up with plants, I think, in case you want to try and do a half basement. You can sort of do it. At least some half basements should be possible, but not entirely. It's very difficult to explain. It's also why I don't really dabble with, like, I don't try to do half basements. Everyone who's asked me, or every time I've been asked if I wanted to do my childhood home, I'm like, no, because we had a half basement, so we had like, I don't even know if it was the half basement, because we had both windows at the front, but also doors at the back, so would that be a half basement? I don't really know. Let's just call it like a walk-in half basement sort of situation. But that sort of half basement is just not possible to make in The Sims. Like, it's just not. So I won't bother. And I think this one as well looked like it was very hard to try to recreate, almost impossible. At least that's the impression I got from the pictures. So I tried with the rest though, and I really tried to stick to the floor plan. You can probably recognize some of the placement of the staircase right here. And I also kind of figured that the master bedroom, which is my bedroom, would be here on the left side of the staircase as well. I couldn't really see it because we didn't have any floor plan pictures for the chosen house, for the house that I ended up building. But I'm kind of guessing that that's where it is, and I also think that I'm right about the office placement too, but that's also because offices, home offices, like this one, where it kind of looks like you'd have meetings and stuff like that, are often right next to the front door, actually, because, you know, they can just walk in straight into the office and they're there. Also, I want to point out that there's supposed to be a bathroom on the ground floor, but the ground floor is not big enough for that, so they have one bathroom in the basement. Yes, they do have a basement. And there is also 2 bathrooms on the second floor. So an ensuite for the master bedroom and then one when you walk right up the stairs, actually. So that's probably like the one that's mainly used by guests, I would assume. And yeah, I think that's about it. And then the basement, because I'll 100% forget to talk about it, I put the gym down there. I was kind of debating whether or not I wanted to place a home cinema down there, but there's a TV on the second floor. I kind of made this like open area where, like sort of like an open entertainment area with a TV and a couch. There's an L-shaped couch up there. So I decided against putting another TV in the basement. I just felt like I've kind of already done a home cinema before, and I don't find them too interesting, to be honest, because it's just a gigantic screen and then couches, and it's not very, like, it's not fun to build, it's not fun to watch either, it's not very inspiring either, so I just kind of left it be. I like home cinemas in real life though. Like, I would love to, I feel like I would probably end up spending too much time in there if I had a home cinema, and I don't really know, maybe not for me, but I like if a friend of mine had a home cinema, that would be cool, you know, just not for me personally. I do like them, just I don't think it's a good idea that I have one, so that's all. So in the kitchen here, I was desperately trying to recreate the kitchen in the pictures, which kind of meant that I had to combine either 2 or 3 different counters and cabinets, which looks a little bit messy, but there's a meaning to it. Like, it's to make it look as close to the original as possible, basically. I also had to change up a few things, of course, because in the real life house, they have 2 ovens that are kind of in a cabinet sort of situation. We can't do that in The Sims. And then they had stovetops, I don't know, whatever, on counters instead. So no ovens below the stove. They had 2 stoves, by the way. So I put the 2 ovens right there, as you can see them. Actually, I don't know if you would call, like, if it's just the top, like where you cook stuff, so not bake or whatever in the oven. If it's just the top, do you call that a stove still? I'm not really sure. But just pretend like the 2 are separated. I would love to have like a top like that was just for cooking stuff on, basically. So no oven, but just like the top of it. Do you get what I mean? I would love to have that in The Sims, and then a separate oven as well. I think that would be super cool. Also, like built-in fridges or built-in ovens as well, so you can put them in cabinets, for example. That would be super cool in The Sims. I would love to have something like that. Unfortunately, we don't, so it was a little bit of a struggle trying to recreate the actual kitchen, but I think it turned out okay. Also, obviously, these 3 bar chairs are not usable because the shelves are in the way, but if you really want to download this house and you want to use it and you want to be able to use those chairs as well, just delete the shelves. It's just because the island they had in the real life kitchen had this sort of cool frame around it almost that actually matched like the color of the cabinets here above the stoves and also the chairs. So everything was very color coordinated in that kitchen, and I really wanted to try my best to recreate it, but you can't use those chairs, unfortunately. However, just delete them for gameplay and you'll be all fine. So there were no pictures of the garage, but I'm assuming that this is where it was because that's where it was from the front. But I don't know what it looked like, so I just ended up putting some cabinets in here, and also I try to make it look a little bit nicer because I felt like I couldn't make like the typical sort of, also there are like 3 bicycles in this house total, I think. Maybe 4, I don't really know. I went a little bit overboard. It's funny, I'm overcompensating because I don't have a bicycle in real life, which is stupid because I live in Denmark, which is super flat, and everyone has a bicycle, but not me. I should really get one. But I didn't want, just to go back, I didn't want the garage to be super messy because the rest of the house is really clean. It's almost minimalistic, I want to say. It's definitely not not my usual cluttered interior, but I tried to recreate the interior in the pictures as closely as I possibly could. And it wasn't very cluttered. Plus, I'm not very into clutter in real life either, actually. I don't really do clutter, which is... I know I'm gonna come off as a fraud right now because I love clutter in The Sims, but I don't know, it's hard to clean, and you have to spend a lot of money on clutter as well because decor costs so much money here, like it's insane. It's not really insane, I just want to spend money on other stuff like pretty boots or something. I also have dreams of a walk-in closet, as you might have heard earlier in the video. So I just don't spend a lot of money on clutter items. So I might have like, or I definitely have magazines lying around, sure. I also put a lot of those here in the house as well because they actually... I could see on the pictures, especially in the living room area on the ground floor, that they had magazines and books just like randomly put in different places, or I'm pretty sure it wasn't actually random. I'm fairly certain that they were very well aware which books they put where and in what spots and so on and so on. Am I making any sense right now? Because we also have, I have a coffee book, for example. A coffee book, that's not what it's called. I wish I had a coffee book. Actually, no, I don't want a coffee book because I don't like coffee. But I do have a coffee table book. Is that what you call it in English? It might be. It's like it's not a real book. Well, it is a real book. Like, it's written, there's stuff written in it. It has a lot of pictures. Mine is a Chanel coffee table book, and I kind of want some other fashion themed coffee table books as well. I don't know which ones they had, but they looked like the typical like nicer looking bigger books that you'd put on either coffee tables or side tables, or maybe there's a hallway table somewhere. It's actually nice decor. I like using books as decor, and also magazines. I have a whole shelf on one of my shelving units that's just Vogue magazines, so the US and the UK ones, and I have another one where I've dedicated it to Elle magazines. I just tend to not really buy Elle magazines. I tend to just stick to Vogue. So not because I have anything against Elle, it's just, it's a lot of money to spend on magazines every month for me, so I just kind of stick to Vogue. But magazines and books are definitely some of my favorite clutter items or decor items to use, both in real life but also in The Sims. I overuse the Moschino magazines like crazy, as you know. Also, I do want to point out with this bathroom and the walk-in closet that usually, I'm pretty sure, it's more normal to actually walk through the walk-in closet to get to the bathroom than the other way around. But with the floor plan, I just couldn't make it work because I had to place a fireplace in the master bedroom because there was one. I even had to put it in the wrong place, but there was one in the pictures. So I needed there to be one in the Sims version of the house as well. But it's on the wrong side of the door, and that's because the house size proportions and all that, like, it just doesn't really work the same way as it does in real life. Because otherwise I would have to expand the house, but then suddenly you have a lot of random empty space because, you know, furniture size proportions are a thing as well, and there's a lot of things to take into consideration when you're rebuilding houses, real life houses in The Sims, but I tried my best. And that's why there is a walk-in closet on the other side of the bathroom. But hey, this house is just for me, so it's fine. And this is what I'm assuming in the real-life house was a bedroom for possibly a teen or a young adult or something. But in my house, I've turned it into a guest bedroom. Yes, there is a clothing rack in here, but you know, just pretend like there's someone visiting right now and they could hang up their clothes so they don't have to keep them in a suitcase and they get all wrinkly and stuff. That's something I do myself if I'm going on vacation, which I'm not right now, obviously, but when I'm going on vacation again at some point, and I'll be gone for maybe like 4 or 5 days total at the same hotel, I would definitely take out my clothes from the suitcase. First of all, because I hate living in a suitcase. I don't like it. Everything is like stacked on top of each other. I like when everything is just out in the open. One of the reasons why I love clothing racks so much, because everything is just right there, hanging in front of you. Like, you don't have to put away something else to get to the bottom of whatever, you know what I mean. I know there's a folding method where you can fold shirts and stuff so you can actually see all of them when you put them down in your drawers, but I just like when everything's just hanging on clothing hangers. Yeah, that's what it's called, clothing hangers. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, and also on clothing racks because you can just see everything. So I like to do that when I go on vacation. I'll just like unpack everything and hang it in the closets that the hotels provide. So I don't know. I want my guests to be able to do the same because I can't possibly be the only one who feels like that. So this right here is the entertainment area. So there is the TV, the L-shaped couch that I mentioned before. It's just couches put together from Discovery University. Actually, it's 2 couches and 1 chair put together. You can still use it. Your Sims will still sit on the different spots on the couches. It'll maybe look a little bit funny when they're sitting in the corner of the couch, but you can control where they sit anyways. And then there was the TV, a nice big TV as well, and also what I would consider to be a PlayStation, and then the other one an Xbox, but I don't really know anymore. They both look super weird, so I don't fully know, but anyways. And then down here we have the home gym. It's not the most exciting room at all. They have lots of mirrors, and also actually the mirrors kind of make the room a little bit bigger, but I also put a TV in there because I like to, if I'm going to the gym, which as I said earlier in this video, I don't really do. To be honest, there's a virus, so I feel like it's justified that I don't go, you know, for health purposes. I choose to just stay home. Does that make sense? I don't go to the gym for health purposes. But I like when they have like TV series or something else running in the background. Not music videos, because I don't like music videos these days, especially not the ones from the Western world. It's just not my kind of vibe. But I do like watching TV series, even if it's without sound, because in Denmark there's always subtitles, so you can always like keep track of what's going on anyways. You can just read the subtitles. So just to like make time pass when you're working out, and if you're just standing on a treadmill, which I don't do either because I can't actually run because of an injury, but I like to do the cross trainer instead. So, and watch TV at the same time. So I had to have a TV in my gym, even though I don't think there was one in the real life house, but you know, I'm a person of luxury or something, I don't really know. Speaking of home gyms, I don't make a lot of them, and that's only because we don't have a lot of home gym clutter. So we have like towel racks and we have the closets that I use down there as well. But other than that, what do we have? Other, like, yeah, sure, we have the machines, but that's about it. I wish we had like, I know we have, there is the toy ball, the pet toy ball that you can size up. It's a soccer ball or football, whatever you want to call that. And there's also a basketball as well from City Living in the debug. But I think that's about it. I know there's also a bed, but I mean more like workout equipment, like loose equipment, dumbbells, or I forgot what the other equipment is called in English, but there's a lot of it. I wish we had more like that. We also have the mats, but they're supposed to like lay out in the open at all times, and they just take up too much space. If you could roll them up together, that would be awesome. If those are in the debug catalog, actually let me know, because I've not seen them, but I would like to know if the rolled up version, I don't think so, because then I could use them as decor, but I don't think they actually ever put them down as rolled up mats, but just like put them down, like lay them on the floor instead. I don't think they only do that, unfortunately. It would be nice, like rolled up decor mats that you could use for home gyms or something like that though. And also, what are those called with the, we call them ribs, but I don't know if you call them that in English. Those would be great as well for a home gym, and like medicine balls and those bouncy kind of balls that you sit on, or you do tummy exercises on them as well. They're actually really hard to do those exercises on. I'm just saying, like, they're awful, because there's a lot of balance to it as well, which just makes everything more difficult and harder for you. So yeah, I've been through that. I don't want to do it again. But I would like to have that kind of decor in The Sims. Even if The Sims can't use it, I would like stuff like that. I feel like the last time I did a home gym, I went through this whole speech as well, but it's not that fun to do home gyms in The Sims 4 because we don't have the items, so unfortunately. And I definitely tried, now that we're on the outside again, I was trying my best to recreate the actual landscaping that the house had, except from the entrance to the half basement, which I'm guessing is on the left side of the house. I think, because there was actually a gate on either side of the house, either sides of the house, but the one on the right definitely went to the backyard. So I'm guessing the one on the left went to the half basement. but that's why I blocked it off, because we don't have a half basement today. And usually I'd make everything extremely lush and colorful and what do I know, lots of flowers and stuff. But today I'm trying to tone it down, make it look a little bit more realistic. Of course, I had to add a little bit of color because I'm me, but I still tried my best to like tone it down just a little bit, take it down a notch, and just keep it on the more realistic side, both with the terrain paint, but also I used a lot of the grass, as you can see, and also a lot of the wild grass. So the front yard here, and especially the backyard, landscaping wise, does not look like something that I would personally normally do, but I was trying to recreate the real house's front yard and backyard as closely as I possibly could. So that's why it looks a little bit different. I think what it is that in real life, a lot of backyards and front yards have a lot of like just grass, like open grass areas. And that's not something that I do a lot in The Sims, because I feel like if I have the space, I have to utilize it for something. So I either end up putting down a path, or I don't know, a pond, or I don't know, put a swing there or something. I just end up putting like stuff everywhere. I feel like I have to put plants, not everywhere, but at least like do something with these big open grass areas. But today, because the house does have a fair amount of open grass areas and also a very realistic pool, because it's a real life house. So I just kind of had to add that to this one as we're recreating it. So that's why it looks a little bit different, I think. But I hope you guys will like it anyways. But yeah, it was definitely fun trying to recreate a real life house as closely as possible. It's not something that I do, like I said before. I just tend to kind of come up with my own things, especially if I'm building tiny houses. I'll literally just like jump in usually and just start building something. I'll either turn it into a trailer or some kind of, I don't know, weird mid-century modern sort of tiny house, or even like a mix of the two. Possibly I've done that a couple of times as well. Or a tree house. Actually, I kind of want to build a tree house now. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. We'll see. But, and then with bigger houses, I like to just get a little bit of like a kickstart to the shape of the house, but then I'll figure out the back on my own, I'll figure out the landscaping on my own, I'll add bits and bobs to it here and there, and I'll come up with a color scheme as well on my own. So I don't really recreate houses like ever, but it was a lot of fun to do. So let me know if you want to see more houses like this. Like, let me know if you want to see me recreate more houses. We can go on Zillow together and pick out another house. I say together as if I'm not recording it, so you can't really give me your input, but let me know if that's something you want to see, because I can definitely do that. It was a lot of fun. I've actually been wanting to do the whole, what is that challenge called? Recreating a floor plan in The Sims 4 or something for a while now, and I might still do that because it's not the exact same as this is. This is recreating an actual house without the floor plan, but I kind of want to try the other one as well. So let me know if that's something you want to see. I'll probably try to record it at some point after I get my wisdom tooth removed here on... Wait, that was yesterday, because this should be going up after. I've had it removed already. Hey, anyways, we are at the end of the video now, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now. Remember to check out Zillow. They are linked in the description box and also in a pinned comment at the top of the comment section. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring today's video. It was awesome, loved it. And yeah, I hope you guys like this house. If you do, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is bitter. Took looks at me like I know what he's thinking.